Start to Sec 1, you're still considered primary 6 science class lah. But then we already promoted you. So next week you will see the slides putting down as, Head Start to Sec 1, learning mind mapping skills. Okay, we prepared this long ago. So do you know what mind map is? Quickly, someone tell me what is the mind map. Yeah, I know, Hannah. I have seen that. Okay, are you thinking of using that one? A map of your mind. You can unmute. It's not a map of your mind. Andre, do you know what's a mind map? Okay, when you get your phone. Are you getting your phone soon? Right. Check with your parents. You need a phone in secondary school for sure. Huh? Yeah. So what is a mind map? Okay, so if you want to talk about what is a mind map, it actually is something that allows you to, capture down your thoughts, your ideas, some of the lesson notes. Now, people do mind map not just for study. Sometimes they prepare mind map for presentation. Yeah, it's like a graphical representation of the key points of. It can be a presentation, it can be a lesson, it can be anything. It can even be the plan for the weekend. It can be a plan for your holiday. Okay, for example, many of you will be traveling, right? So you might want to come up with a mind map on what you want to do. Okay, so in a travel, what are the things to do? Yeah, a lot of aesthetic involved in the mind map. Okay, so let's watch a video first, okay, on what is a mind map, and then later we discuss further. Hold on, there's advertisement. Let me wait for the advertisement to be done. I just ended activity with the Head Start to P6 students. We were making toys. Yeah, and it was very, very fun, actually. I can show you the toy later, the one that I made. Okay, so Hannah says that her video very laggy. Is it laggy for the rest of you? Not laggy. Okay, you might need to change your Wi-Fi. You're right. You can change now. In case you get kicked out, I will let you in again. Just try. Okay, so what do you see about the mind map? Okay, mind map is actually very useful. Very useful for you, especially when you go on to secondary school. Okay, how many of you have been told by the teachers before that you should learn how to come up with your own mind map, your own concept map, your own notes? And Andre, did your teacher tell you about mind mapping, concept maps, etc.? Yes. Okay. Did you ever try? You did. Good. So you know how to draw mind maps as well? Do you do it frequently? No. Okay. Okay. Hannah says that she's going to go out. She'll come back in again. Okay. Right. So when we do mind mapping, all right, it's actually the easiest way for us to put information into our brain and then to take the information out of the brain. Why is that so? Okay, now I will explain a bit more later on. But talk about mind map first. It's very creative and it's very effective. Okay, why? Because during this note-taking process, okay, it maps out your whole thoughts. Okay, so why is it that Mr. say you must use paper? How come I never asked you to do your mind map using the various applications? There are a lot of software. Even in the video, it mentioned that you can actually try something, right? Try certain application, but I'm not recommending that. Why is that so? Because I want you to practice it yourself. When you practice it, you are using your hand. Okay. And then when you are drawing, when you are writing, yeah, you use a notebook. Very good. So it's a physical notebook, right? Yeah, good. So very good. Okay. Even if let's say your notebook is having all the lines, it's fine. Even though I will strongly recommend you have something that is blank. Okay. When it's blank, it's even better. Why? Because visually it looks more impressive for you. Okay. Then when you put in all the branches and all, and then you put in all the different colors, you can actually remember things a lot better. So Tammy, you might want to seriously try this. Okay, must seriously try this. It's very simple to do. You can compare the mind map to the map of a city like Singapore map. Okay, the center of your map, or the mind map, right, is like the center of the city. Okay, then it represents the most important idea. Then you have the main roads leading from the center. Okay, so the main roads, just now you saw in the video, right in the center, you have the idea, then you have the main branches coming out, right? Yeah, these are the main roads. Then you have the secondary roads, okay, that represent something else. So the core idea is there. Then you have some of the other ideas linking to your core. Then after that, you have secondary ideas that will link to each of the primary ones. What do I mean by this? You will understand better when you are practicing or when you are looking at more examples from me. Okay, always try to put in special images, special shapes, okay, that can help you to remember things better. So if you are looking at the Singapore map, yeah, so this is the central part, right? Then you can branch out. So these are the main branches. You can have different ideas here. All right, so yeah, just a minute. Hannah, you're here, right? Okay, I'm supposed to send you the link. Can you see that link in the chat, Hannah? Okay, good. So compare your mind map to the map of a city. Okay, there are a lot of roads, right, in a map of a city. Now, continue what is a mind map. It gives you an overview of the large subject or that particular area. For example, if I were to talk about science, okay, we can talk about the topic on electricity. Electricity will be our, right, the core, which is the center. So we put down electricity. Then after that, under electricity, we learn many different concepts, right? So our main branches can be all that. You can talk about components of electric circuit, correct? That is your one branch. And then another branch, you can talk about series arrangement, or you can just give a very general term, okay, arrangement of components in circuit, something like that. So we have a lot of different ways of coming up with our map. Okay, it helps you to plan the path of your learning, the content and the direction it is to be headed to. Okay, it helps to gather large amounts of data in one place. Okay, so we used to copy notes. When I was a student, I always write notes, line after line after line. How many of you are doing that? How many of you write down your notes? You have the line, paper, you write down in long sentences and so on. Tammy, do you do that? You do that, okay? Is that effective? You're looking at people around you. Who's the person beside you? Are there people beside you? Yes, okay. They are all looking at it. Are they all joining in the lesson? Yeah, no, they're just looking at you. Right. How come they're looking at you? Because you're not paying attention, is it? You type in, let me see. So funny. Okay, yeah. No problem. But you have your earpiece on, right? Okay, so you won't be distracted so easily. Okay, now, it encourages a lot of problem solving by letting you see some new creative pathway. I have students who created their own mind maps. And after that, right, after they have created their own mind map, they initially have just a few branches. Okay, the main branches and then the sub branches and so on. Then they realize that, hey, I want to add in more things. So because it is a mind map, it's very easy to add in things. Okay, you just find a space here and a space there. You just keep creating your own branches and you add on more and more information. What if there's no space? Somehow you'll be able to find space. Okay, later I show you some sample of mind maps that I have gotten from even my own children, okay, my students, right? So they have done, because I conduct for them this kind of, workshop, and then I want them to do. Yeah. If your mind map is like starting from the center and then you are filling up only one section, right? Going from going from the center to the maybe right hand side downwards, then you just keep going down, 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 down. Everywhere else is empty. Have you all had that experience before? I did. That means you have not have a well thought out structure yet. And it happens, okay, when we are beginning to do mind maps. Okay, it happens when we just started to do mind map. Doing mind map in the beginning is not like a very smooth flow. You wouldn't be able to, wow, quickly draw out here and there. Not like the videos. The videos show you how easily it's done. Yes, it can be easy, but it comes with a lot of practice. Okay, it comes with a lot of practice. Okay, again, now I continue. Okay, there's a brilliant route map for the memory. Allows you to organize the facts and the thoughts in a manner that's easy to remember. Okay, so later on, let's say you want to recall the information, it is far easier than the traditional note-taking techniques, which is copying line after line. Copying line after line is helpful if you are trying to memorize and regurgitate something. But if you are doing an effective piece of note, it won't be very good for you to do it that way. Okay? I think some of you, I think Hannah, you understand what I mean, right? Okay, if you're just copying down like this, it's just for you to memorize certain facts, that's all. A mind map is more powerful than that. Is there any other techniques other than mind maps or like mind maps? There are many different ways people take notes. Some of them like the concept map kind of thing. Concept map and the mind map, there's overlap. There's an overlap. Is blurting a method? What do you mean by blurting? You want to show us? We are a very small group here. It's very cozy. So you can show me anything you want. We discuss. It's fine. We are learning together, Tammy. Don't be scared to share. Yeah. Okay, let's look at another video. Okay, there are many videos on how to make mind map. Okay. Hold on a minute. Where is the video not out yet? All right. So back to the slides. Now, have you noticed something about the mind maps? Later I'll share with you why don't use straight lines. Did you notice something about the mind maps? She used a lot of pictures, right? Yep, she said make sure there's a lot of pictures here and there. Do you know why? Okay, when there are pictures, okay, when you are drawing the mind map and you're drawing pictures, some parts of your brain are activated and you will remember that particular point better. Right, okay. So, yes. Okay, I know why, Hannah. You are a type of learner who likes everything to be neat and organized and systematic. Okay, you are a law by law, a very orderly person. Am I right? Yeah. So I have some mind maps like that. Later I show you. You too. Yeah. Okay. Try to get away from that because why? If you are like that, somehow you will find that you are a little bit more rigid. Okay. You are a little bit inflexible. Do you agree or not? When people tell you, try this way, maybe it doesn't work. Say, no, I think this way is the best. I've tried it before. It's good. I want to stick to it. Tammy nodded her head. Yeah, it's true. Okay, remember Miss Tay is a character profiler as well. Did I share with you before? Okay, I actually profile characters. I profile children. I profile adults, etc. Okay, so I know how to profile people, and I know if you show certain signs of a certain characteristic, I can be able to make links to something else. Okay, so maybe we can explore a bit more on character profiling later, but let's continue with this first. You need to have blank unlined paper. Best is that. Do you all have it? You know, in school, you should have some leftover drawing paper, right? I took all of my children's one, you know. Oh, yeah. If you don't have these big ones, just go and take the A4 printing paper. Or some of your worksheets at the back is blank, right? Don't throw them away. Don't throw the used worksheet away from P6. Those blank papers, just keep them. One side blank also, never mind. Okay, you can use them to scribble your mind map. Yeah, your dad has tons of paper used, right? Yes. Keep them. You will need them for next year, Hannah, when you do mathematics. Okay, go and get some paper, color